Hello boys and girls, it's time for a new build start, and this one is has a definite purpose intended. The ACME Southern Nationals 2024, what we're building for. That is October 24th, 2024, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. at the Clarence Brown Convention Center in Cartersville, Georgia, which is just outside of Atlanta, just north of Atlanta, about halfway between Atlanta and Chattanooga. It is one of the big NNL shows of the year, and it has become like the annual class reunion picnic deal for YouTube content creators in the model car and model building world. It's an all-car show, but it's probably one of the best. You're going to see the top names from probably the eastern half of the United States are all going to be there, and some guys from the West Coast will be there too. But anyway, I'm starting to waffle already. It's early in the video. The theme for this year's ACME Southern Nationals for 2024 is the 60 years of Mustangs and pickup trucks. They had two themes. Last year they had three, this year they have two. With that in mind, when I think of a Mustang, for what I normally build most of the time, it's a P51 and it has wings and a Rolls-Royce Merlin engine. Or it could have an Allison engine. But no, that's not the Mustang they're after. So I picked out a Mustang that I wanted to build, and this is it right here. The AMT 64.5 1/16 scale big boy model kit. It's the hardtop kit, the 2-in-1 version. It comes with alternate tires, alternate wheels. It comes with the Cobra engine parts, the Cobra dress-up kit, I guess you want to say, for the engine. I don't have a clue what color I'm going to paint it yet. We are going to use the Cobra parts on the engine, and I'm going to try to source out some different wheels and tires for it. I would like to get some of the Eleanor style wheels and tires. I have a couple of sources I'm going to check with and see if they can print those up for me in the 1/16 scale, because it's not a real popular scale to build. So not a lot of people do parts in that, but that's the wonderful thing about 3D printing, is that you just resize the print and voila, you're off and running. During our live hangout tonight, hope you're feeling better, Senior, by the way, if you watch this. We started working on it, and let me adjust my lighting here a little bit for you. We started throwing together the motor. Let me take it off of here. The kit does include, well, it'd help if it be in frame now, wouldn't it? The kit does include vinyl hoses for the spark plugs, and the radiator hoses. Will probably add the heater lines and do a little bit of the plumbing. Say we're doing the Cobra engine version, so we're going to have dual carburetors on it with the big sump oil pan on it. But we have already started customizing it. We've added a alternator bracket, so it doesn't just float out in space. That's one thing with old car kits. They seem to always just have the alternator floating in space. So, and I've not looked at a Mustang Cobra engine to see how the bracket actually fits, but I made one that seemed right. I'll refine it a little bit more. I need to trim it down. It's still a little thick, but that's what we've got going. Say once it's fully glued in, I'm gonna trim it up to make it look more presentable. But most of it's covered up anyway, so you're not gonna see, as long as you've got can see that it's not hanging out in space is all. We'll be happy with that. And we also, so we've basically got the engine ready for paint. Got the fan sitting over here too. Got the engine ready for paint. They have the front and rear suspension kind of mocked up in there to see how they're going to fit for ride height and whatnot. It does come with 2 separate sets of leaf springs, so if you're doing a stock one, you put a flatter leaf spring in, or if you're doing what they're calling the custom version, it does have the lifter blocks on the back, so that raises those up. It does have metal axles, but we probably won't be using those because of if we do the aftermarket wheels. So we just kind of got that mocked up to see how everything's going to fit there. And we have started cleaning up the body. Had some real big sink marks up here on the front fenders where the engine core support, radiator core support would fit. So we've got some putty in those. We'll see when we get primer. I can still kind of feel them. We'll probably have to go over those again once I got primer on. I can see it does have opening doors. We'll probably have at least one door working, maybe not both. Well, maybe, but if we can get both, we'll have both. As far as the badging, like the 289 badge on there, we'll probably keep that. Mustang badging, we'll keep that. Depending on what color we go with, will make a difference in if we do like the chrome grill pan grill for the fake brake vents on the side or not. But that's where we're at on there. This is not going to be a 2-day, 3-day, 4-day build. It's going to take a while because we're going to again, we're going to be entering it into the ACME Southern Nationals, which is a popularity vote show, at NNL style show, where the only awards are top 10, and I don't really care if I win an award. If I get one, that's nice. At the end of the day, it's more about family. Well, I'll help if it stayed on there now, wouldn't it? Hopefully it doesn't do that again when I'm getting ready to paint it. I have to cut that hole a little bit bigger. Yep, I'm going to have to cut that hole bigger. It doesn't want to stay in there. Anyway, I'm waffling again. So it's more for me about meeting fellow modelers and talking about models and having, a room with 1,000 people who have common interests with you, that we're happy to talk to you about them. Most of them are anyway. There's some that are not, but we won't get into that. Anyway, I really am waffling, so I'm going to say, if you like a shop card, the email is on my About page, and hopefully it'll be in the description if I don't forget. So with that, I'm going to say good morning, good evening, good night, depending on where you are in the world when you watch the video. And we will see you on the next one. Bye.